I was listening to the radio, and there was a guy that called into a show, and he was talking about his house being burnt down in the California wildfire. And the things that he was saying were disturbing. And for California, kind of par for the course. He said that here in a month or two, he's going to owe $11,500 to insurance and property taxes on his burnt property. He has to keep insurance because what if somebody comes and trips and hurts themselves? And he says that every time that he talks to someone at his insurance company, and he said State Farm, so not a little rinky-dink like a big one, that he's had like 5 agents. And each one, they have to review it, so it takes forever. And that's what happened to me when I had a car accident. Oh, well, this happened, so we need to refer you to this person. Oh, this happened. It's like no one can do the job. It's they start the job and then, oh, you answered a question. I can't do that. And it's just ways to make it annoying, in my personal opinion, and get you frustrated and make it to where they pay less. And why do they have 7 people to do one job? Why not have one person to do that 7 people's jobs, pay them a decent salary instead of just peanuts for 7 people, and then you still save money, and so I don't have to pay as much on insurance, but whatever. And he said that, the guy on the radio said that he can't apply for a permit to rebuild his home until he knows how much money he's going to get from insurance. And he said it costs thousands of dollars just to apply for a permit to rebuild. And he said if you have a permit right now, which has been a while since the wildfires happened, if you have a permit right now, you applied before the wildfires. They haven't issued one permit to rebuild. And apparently there's so many changes in the policies in California, it costs so much more to build the house than it did a couple years ago. Because anything and everything to make you spend more money and to screw you over and to get other people rich. And this guy was like, where's Gavin Newsom right now? The governor for California, where is he when all this stuff is going on? Oh, he's in Brazil. Talking about some climate bullshit. And the guy on the radio was talking about forestry science and that it can help predict wildfires and the winds and where they're headed. And California refuses to use that. Isn't California all about like science until science doesn't support what they want? Because I remember California, you better get on top of things for science about COVID and science. But now that they rolled back the COVID stuff, now California is taking it upon themselves to make their own policies. When they were saying, listen to that entity, which is the CDC, and their science. And now they're saying, well, you don't need to. Well, you're wrong. The science is wrong. So it's like California doesn't really care about the science. They're full of crap. It's whatever is going to make them make them more money and allow the people at the top to get rich. Like Gavin Newsom, I've heard he lives in this gigantic mansion even though he makes a couple $100,000 a year. Like a $10+ million mansion. I don't know exactly. But like something like that, but yet he makes $200,000 a year. How is that? Like, I don't understand how people don't wake up and not vote these people in. I don't get it. And then the state is claiming immunity because they were unaware of the fire. Isn't like it? said forever that ignorance is no excuse of the law. So ignorance of a fire does not make it where you're immune. If anything, that should throw on negligence as well, because with all this technology, you didn't know about the wildfire. And wasn't technology supposed to make our lives so much better? Like, that's what I've been fed my whole life, is that technology, it makes our lives better. I think it doesn't, because people are using it for evil. Just like modern medicine, it's an awesome thing, and I made a video about this. It's awesome. Science is awesome. But people use it for evil, and it makes it evil. My dad told me that I don't remember who he said this about, but that somebody said that America only works in a moral society. Like, if we all have morals. If we don't have morals, the United States breaks down. And that's kind of what's happening right now. The United States, the fabric of it is breaking down because people are throwing their morals away so they can make money. So they can have power. So they can feel superior. Because if you have no God you serve, you can be at the tippy top and you're number one. But I've talked about it before, humility. You can't act like that if you are humble before God. You can't. I can't act like that. I refuse to step on others to prop myself up. Refuse. I sleep very soundly at night. I don't have a ton of money, but I'm a pretty happy person. I enjoy how I treat others. I lose my temper, get annoyed. Yeah, I'm still working on it, and I have a long way to go. But I'm happy in the direction I'm headed. I don't understand how anyone lives in California. I don't get it. Like, your government's just screwing you. Yeah, all the governments are screwing you, I get it. But it's like California has taken the restrictor plate off, and they're just running wide open. And everybody's just like, oh yeah, life is great here. Really? Okay. And then all these people leaving California. I wonder why. All your policies and let's get the rich richer and keep everyone else in their place. It's not how it should be. Those people are supposed to be working for the people. Technically, they're public servants. That's what they are.